Hi, this is John Thomas, and welcome again to How to Start and Succeed in Your Own Freight Broker Business. I'm the president and founder of ATEX Freight Broker Training in El Paso, Texas. We're going to get into part 5 here of the 7-part series. In part 5, we are going to go into more detail on your 3 training options. First, you have the choice to train live here in El Paso, Texas. It's 2.5 days. It includes the training manual, handouts, video presentations, and bonuses with unlimited support after the formal training. You may bring your spouse or partner at no extra cost with shared materials. Then we have the telephone and internet training. It's one-on-one. It's powerful. You receive the same materials as above, including the unlimited support. This option offers a discount for DD 214 veterans. And the third way to train is with the home study. You'll get the same materials as above. You receive up to 3 months of email support. This option also has a discount offer for DD 214 veterans. So these are the 3 training options. Now let's summarize in a little more detail what you receive. The freight or truck broker training programs cover everything you need to get properly established. You will learn everything you need to know to get set up and to operate a successful freight brokerage. We start with the various required applications for your broker authority. We do these applications together except for the home study. You learn where to find shippers, how to take the order, how to calculate rates, how to use the load boards, how to book loads, how to pre-qualify motor carriers, invoicing options, collection strategies, various business applications including current legal issues that impact freight brokers, plus much, much more. My freight broker training is step-by-step instruction. You receive an easy-to-read training manual that contains 6 major training topics. You receive handouts, videos, and bonuses. You won't be scratching your head wondering what to do after this training. My telephone and internet or live training is customized for you. With the one-on-one telephone instruction or live training, we answer all your questions real time. You are not left hanging. On the last day of the live training, if we have time, we'll make some actual phone calls to potential customers. My clients love doing this. It's very interesting. My one-on-one telephone and internet training accommodates your schedule. Just let me know which you prefer, days or evenings for your training. You can expect the formal telephone and online training to span 3 to 4 weeks, and thereafter you have unlimited support. And for the live training, just call to ask about scheduling for the days you desire, weekdays or weekends. There is a surcharge on weekends or holidays. I'm here for you. Just give me a 10 to 14 day notice on the live training. We work around your schedule, not the other way around. With my freight broker training, you gain a competitive edge. Many are getting into brokering because it appears to be simple and easy. They usually don't last long without proper experience or training. In the meantime, they bug it up for serious brokers. With our program, you will be able to compete with the biggest and best, and that's a fact. This training includes awesome bonuses. Probably the most valuable is the broker carrier agreement. You can modify this agreement for your own use. You receive load manager spreadsheets to record and monitor each load. You receive a sample business plan as a bonus and database templates for you to collect information on customers and carriers, plus nearly 100 blog posts as bonuses, plus cash flow templates that can be modified and other materials that you won't find in any other training program. My freight broker or truck broker training is affordable. Generally, for most clients, everything is paid for using a credit card, but we can direct you to a SBA financing source if desired. You get great value here by avoiding other programs that require you to pay for a lot of overhead, third-party fees, or even expensive software. People sometimes ask, can this be learned over the telephone? The answer is simple. If you can run an entire business over the telephone and internet, You can certainly get trained in the same manner. You benefit from my CPA experience. Why does this matter? Well, over the years, I've learned a lot about business finances and running a business as well as marketing. I know what works and sometimes what won't work. Now, you're probably wondering how I can do all these things. Well, let me explain. For whichever training program you choose, it is the result of thousands of hours of preparation. The heavy part is complete, except for updates when needed. Much of my time, in addition to training, is spent reading articles, blog posts, viewing videos, and researching many websites. Learning and teaching are my passions. Once you decide to train with me, my system for getting you set up and properly instructed is down pat. My business education and my experience allows me to not only understand your situation, but to provide alternatives for your consideration. My patience is unending. I have many clients where English is their second language. Some start to apologize for their speaking ability. My comment is never apologize. Everybody makes mistakes while learning a new language. Some clients start to apologize for their lack of business experience. Again, I tell them, never apologize. Everybody starts from ground zero, not knowing anything. Now, some people forget this. The point here is I try to get clients to work from their positions of strength and don't get hung up on the weak areas. Things flow a lot smoother when this is understood. This is the best freight broker training you'll ever encounter. This program is designed to put you in business within 30 days or so. You will use our training manual, handouts, and videos as resources for months and perhaps years after training. Now, a short recap on your training options. Number one, you have the live training here in El Paso, Texas, 2.5 days. You have the one-on-one over the telephone and internet. Number three, you have the home study. And let's summarize what you receive for all 6 sessions. Session 1, getting organized and getting your broker authority. We've placed a value of $1,800 on this if you had to pull all this together yourself. In session 1, we're going to get your company set up and we'll do the applications for your broker authority. That includes your motor carrier and DOT numbers, your BOC3, the UCR, and the application for your trust fund or surety bond. We do these applications together for the live or telephone and online training sessions. Session 2, essential tools of the trade. How to calculate rates using the load boards, rate negotiation, setting up databases, and so forth. Session 3, finding and working with shippers. Preparing the setup package, search strategies, taking the order, posting the load, searching for trucks, and so forth. Session 4, pre-qualifying and working with motor carriers. This includes preparing the setup package, checking to make sure the carrier is properly licensed and insured, finding trucks, negotiating with drivers or dispatchers, booking the load, sending and receiving the agreements and confirmations, and so forth. In session 5, we get into the business, credit, legal, and financial issues. We've got load manager templates for your use. We get into the credit issues. We talk about cash management, claims, accounting, potential problems, and so forth. Session 6, the last one, we get into more legislation and other related legal issues. For example, there's CSA 2010, there's MAP 21, there's the FAST Act, there's hours of service. We'll talk about a complicated issue called avoiding negligent carrier selection, and we'll talk about potential broker liability. Now, the total value of all these sessions and bonuses, let's take a look. Session 1, $1,800. Session 2, $2,000. Session 3, $2,500. Session 4, $2,500. Session 5, $1,800. Session 6, $15,000 for a total of $12,000. Then we've got the bonuses, $2,000. So this is the estimated value if you had to pull all of this information together yourself. Picture yourself getting up each morning and starting to move loads all over the country with customers and carriers located all over the place. Would it be worth $14,000 for you? Heck, when I wanted to start a brick and mortar company many years ago, they wanted $10,000 just for the outside signage. Well, I'm not going to ask you to pay near this much for our program. Now, I know if you've gotten this far and you're reading this, you're probably ready to get started. And I want to make this as affordable and easy for you to get on board. You'll choose the best option for you. Either the live training here in El Paso, 2.5 days, $2,995. You can bring an extra person, no extra cost with shared materials. Then we have the one-on-one telephone training, $19.95 per person. And there's a discount for DD 214 military veterans. It's $1,495. Then there's the home study, $12.95. And there's a DD 214 military veteran discount of $975. Of course, if you have a question first, email or call us. You can reach me at 1-888-526-ATEX. That's 1-888-526-2839. Here's a note. There are no refunds for training or the materials. The ebook training manual will not work on Mac computers. However, a PC emulator may be added to Mac computers to run Windows programs. I don't know much about that. You would have to check with your technical resource. The handouts are sent in Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, or PDF formats. Now in part 6, we're going to go into detail on what you receive for the bonuses. This is John Thomas with ATEX Freight Broker Training here in El Paso, Texas. You can reach me by email at info@atexfreightbrokertraining.com. My website is www.atexfbt.com. Thanks for watching, and we will go on to part 6.